Hey Alabaster, and welcome to another Council Comments. And we are joined by our Ward 3 Council member, Stacy, Rakestraw. So glad to have you on again for another, session? What would you call it? Yes, I'm so glad you're here regardless, but congratulations on you. You won.
Yes.
So that is exciting. You guys were sworn in.
Yes,
the beginning of November.
November 2nd.
Yes, so that was exciting. We've got a whole new council, lots going on, but you're here. You've got a few really fun things to talk about, which I'm really excited about. Let's start with the Christmas parade. I love it. Yes. It's my favorite. Tell us about it. What's going on?
Well, we're moving forward with the Christmas parade, and we're just working on all the mandates that come down from the state. We are planning on just encouraging people to stay, unless they're with their family, separating and staying apart. And then also, one big new thing that we have is the lighting of the Alabaster water tower. And now that the police department property has been cleared and all the trees and everything over the railroad track, you can see the water tower from 119. And so we're going to have the evening of the Christmas parade, we're going to have the first lighting ceremony. And so
that's special.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting, and of course we've got to follow COVID guidelines, and but we hope to grow it each year to where there's food trucks and choirs singing, and have an annual lighting of the Christmas tower the night of the Christmas parade.
I love that. I mean, my entire life the Christmas parade has been such a big thing in the city. I mean, everyone turns out for the parade.
They do.
And I hope that you guys will continue to come out too for the lighting ceremony of the water tower. That's really special. That's a special part of our city, and I love that whole area kind of getting a little redo here. So that's exciting. I love it.
Another thing is that we'll continue throughout the year to be able to use that whole lighting system and light it up for like Pancreatic Cancer Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, anything like that.
I love it.
4th of July, whatever it may be.
Wonderful. We're really excited about that. You guys have put in some applications for some grants for road construction, like some updates for roads, right?
Yes. With the state, we've applied for a grant that will be for Alabaster Boulevard, and it's a $250,000 grant, and then they would like a 50% match. So we are hoping to get that. We got turned down last year, but we're hoping to get it because Alabaster Boulevard really needs a lot of work.
Yes, it definitely does. It's a little bit of a roller coaster ride on that, for sure. Okay.
And then a bigger grant that we have going with ALDOT is, and that's the State Highway Department, is working with them to extend the turning lane when you're coming south on 65 and you take a right. There would be an extra turning lane that would go all the way down to Aldi's.
Okay.
And then we're hoping to straighten out that whole intersection because it's kind of hard to turn and turn left in some places, and there are a lot of accidents there. So
just smooth it out a bit. So we'll hear more to come on those grants that we applied for.
Yes, in the next year. So
okay, cool. Now speaking of ALDOT, the 119 update.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with 119?
Well, there's 40 properties that they have to acquire for the right-of-way. And so they've acquired roughly half of those, and then they have 8 to 10 left that they haven't made an offer on yet.
Okay.
But they're working on that. Once they get all the right-of-ways acquired, the next step will be moving the utility lines.
Gotcha.
So we'll start seeing that, and they think that will be in March or April of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are still moving along, guys, on 119. It's a slow process, but it's okay. It's happening. We're excited about that.
Yes. After 20 years.
Yes. Now you'd mentioned the police department is clear. The land is cleared now.
Yes.
Any updates?
Yes, they are about to start moving the utilities there.
Okay.
Working on that intersection where the street light will have to be moved because there'll be a turning lane, an extra turning lane as you move off to go into the police department. And they'll move the utilities, and a lot of the utilities will be buried underground, which is nice so that you're not seeing wires hanging everywhere.
Right, which there are now. It's just
Yes.
wires and poles everywhere. So
Yes.
that'll be good. Okay, so that's the next step we'll see on that.
Yes.
Okay, so we do have a groundbreaking of a business. They are expanding a little bit. Tell us what's going on there.
Yes, and this is in our industrial park, so it's always exciting to see one of the big factories, expanding. That means they're growing and doing well. This one is AGC Automotive, and their groundbreaking is for an expansion, and this always means there's possible career opportunities, extra jobs in our area for people in Alabaster or the surrounding cities.
I know that would be a wonderful thing. More jobs within the city. Stay close to home, right?
Yes, and AGC, they're an interesting company because they actually supply glass to the automotive industry around here, Mercedes and Toyota and other companies.
I had no idea they were here.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
People should take tours of our industrial park.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Learn something new every council comments, guys. All right, well, I think that kind of wraps us up. Thank you so much for being with us. You are just a breath of fresh air as always.
Oh, you're
and
so sweet.
good luck for the rest of this year and new year, new council.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks, Stacy.
Okay.
Guys, join us next month for another council comments brought to you by the City of Alabaster.